Giulia is WWE United States Champion, so what can we expect from her title reign on the main roster? Let me break it down for you from her Stardom days all the way till now. If you want more education on Joshi and women's wrestling in general, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Let us begin. That's Donna Del Mundo's thing. Donna Del Mundo. Giulia was the leader. During Friday Night SmackDown in Saudi Arabia, Giulia defeated Zelina Vega to become the United States Champion. This is Giulia's first title reign on the main roster, but second in WWE since her arrival in NXT, where she defeated Roxanne Perez to become the NXT Women's Champion. So why are they giving her all these titles and this push, especially for a secondary title? Well, let me introduce you to Giulia in Stardom. Because when Giulia arrived in Stardom, it came with controversy. Homegirl had heat. When Giulia arrived at Stardom, it came from breaking her contract with Ice Ribbon. So Ice Ribbon in Japan is a smaller promotion. And so she broke the contract with Ice Ribbon and essentially just betrayed everyone in that company and the roster and moved on to Stardom, which was the bigger promotion. And for a while, fans hated her. And to this day, fans still hold a grudge with her. I will never forget during my show, Church of Joshi, years ago, we did one episode on Giulia and people were mad at us that we were covering Giulia because of the betrayal that she put on Ice Ribbon. There were so many fans that have grudges, and there are still fans to this day that hold a grudge with Giulia leaving Stardom, then going to Marigold, and then Marigold all the way to WWE. Fans hold grudges, fans are fickle, whatever. But I mean, it was pretty controversial for her to do that. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty messed up. But you gotta bank on your own worth, right? So although Giulia had a lot of heat on her shoulders, she also had a lot to prove for not only herself, but for the fans of Stardom, for the fans in Japan, and just fans in wrestling in general. I think she definitely proved that with her feud against Hana Kimura. The match that took place at Stardom year-end climax in 2019 is the one that really showed the brutality that Giulia can deliver in a match. And when you continue on to her legacy in Stardom, you can absolutely see the progression from being a controversial figure to finally gaining respect in Japan. If you haven't watched that match between Giulia and Hana Kimura, please do. In fact, the full match can be found on YouTube, and I will try to leave the link in the description below. Highly recommend you watch that match. Dude, even after the bell rang at the end of the match, they were still going blow for blow. Eventually, Giulia formed her own faction in Stardom and became the leader of Donna Del Mundo. That's it. That's their signature thing that they do. They get in the ring and they do this, and it's so cool. And she even pays tribute with Donna Del Mundo with her gear, and it's all like snake print because Donna Del Mundo had like snake print as well. And it's so nice and it's so great. And one time, I think it was NXT, Giulia hit the Donna Del Mundo and I lost it. I was like, ah, God, I can't say any, like, I don't even know how to fully describe Giulia and Donna Del Mundo. I mean, every faction in Stardom had excellent leadership, but there was something about Giulia and Donna Del Mundo that I just attached myself instantly. That group was so badass. And listen, you had Oedo Tai in Stardom, which Oedo Tai, that faction in Stardom, was a heavily heel faction. But there was something about Donna Del Mundo where it's just the dominance that they brought to Stardom with all of these other factions that were like cutesy, you know, like idol Stardoms with stars and with cosmic angels. Donna Del Mundo just instantly stood out for me. And around this time when Giulia was, I want to say like a year into Donna Del Mundo, because Donna Del Mundo first formed in 2020. And so around the time when I first discovered Giulia, I want to say towards the beginning of 2021 was when she was huge with Donna Del Mundo. So there was just something about it, like the aesthetic was really cool. And at this time, she was gaining all the championships, baby. Oh my God. The titles were coming in. She is former two-time Artist of Stardom champion, which is their trios championship over there. She is the Goddess of Stardom champion, which is They're tag champions over there. And then she's also the World of Stardom champion, which is the grand big, the big kahuna is what it is, really. It's the big title, the big spot. But I want to focus on her reign with the Wonder of Stardom championship, which is the secondary title in Stardom, because she has a secondary title in WWE. So let's focus on the secondary title from Stardom, which is Wonder of Stardom Championship. The Wonder of Stardom Championship is the secondary title in that company, but god damn did she make it so important. She made it feel so important. That title meant the world to her. And I will say, maybe this is coming from a biased standpoint, but that reign is one of my favorite reigns when it comes to that championship. I love it so much. And it meant so much to her. Not only did she put the title on the line when it came to her feud with Tom Nakano, but she put her hair on the line. That's right. Giulia was in a hair versus hair match in Stardom. And guess what? She lost. She lost the match. But that was the coolest era of Giulia. Guys, if you think the aura of Giulia right now is good, go back and watch her G.I. Jane era, dude. Oh my God, she was so badass. It was so cool. This is what I hope Giulia can deliver with the US title division. At least the passion that she had for keeping that Wonder of Stardom championship. I really do feel that she can deliver that with the United States championship. However, she's not booking the show. She can have the talent. She can be a great performer. However, I do hope that with this example, maybe WWE can take that into consideration, take into consideration the aura that she had in Stardom, bringing it to NXT, bringing it to the main roster, and she has a great opportunity right now to make that secondary title mean so much more than it already does on paper. And WWE desperately needs that. They need that so bad, dude. Like, oh my God. The secondary women's titles have felt like such an afterthought. It just feels like, here, you guys were asking for this, here you go. And it's like, bro, come on. Y'all can do so much better than this. But Giulia is a good performer. And I think Giulia is so talented enough that she can do this. She can push that United States title over to the extreme, to the max of where it should be. If WWE pulls the trigger all the way with this Giulia title reign, we can expect some fantastic matches and hopefully good storytelling. Yo, fuck it. Let her do a hair versus hair match. Let her do a hair versus hair match for the United States title. Are you kidding me? In fact, didn't Chelsea Green recently mention in an interview that she's willing to have a hair versus hair match?
I'm thinking my ideal match would be myself versus Nikki Bella in a hair versus hair match.
Another one. Does anything for the love of the game, just like Giulia. I mean, if we're going to talk about future opponents for Giulia with the United States Championship, Chelsea Green, number one. Are you kidding me? It writes itself. Chelsea wants that title back, right? Book it. Book it, WWE. You're scared. You're afraid. You're afraid of bald women. Do it. Book it. That should be the next feud, I think, right? I mean, Chelsea Green going back for her United States Championship, the first women's U.S. champion. Yeah, I think that'd be great. Everyone loves Chelsea Green. And I think that Chelsea could have a really, really fun feud with Giulia. The story is right there, right? Chelsea wants the title back. And if anything, if Giulia isn't comfortable being on the mic because, still learning a little bit more English, then Chelsea seems like she would be the perfect person to carry that on, right? I think that she can carry that on. Chelsea's already a really great storyteller. She can tell the story fantastically with Giulia. I don't know. I just really love Chelsea Green. I think she could do it. I think if anyone should be first in line against Giulia, it should absolutely be Chelsea Green. Another great opponent might be Stephanie Vicure, but I'm going to be honest with that one. I just want to see Stephanie and Giulia wrestle forever. I just always want to see them wrestle all the time, all day, every day. I mean, like, if they want to, if they don't get tired. But oh my God. I mean, Stephanie versus Giulia in NXT was great, right? When they had that Madison Square Garden show, I was not there for it. Unfortunately, I was in Los Angeles recovering from Revolution, but I wish I was there. But when I saw that live, I was like, God damn, that's so good. But if you go back again to the Japanese days, when Stephanie and Giulia battled it out for the New Japan Women's Strong Championship, that match was so freaking good. I mean, if you haven't watched that, brother, you got some homework to do. You should definitely watch that. Those are just two names that I came up with, but I would love to know what you guys think. Who would you want to see Giulia face off for her next feud when it comes to this United States Championship? Let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you like this video, you know what to do. Like it and subscribe to the channel. I will see you for the next video. Mwah! Goodbye. Donna Del Mundo. Goodbye. Ah!